Motivation is what gets you started. It is a state of mind, and you have two choices. Control your mind, or let your mind control you. No matter what you think about motivation, it will fade. You will need to consistently put in the work to keep it alive. Yes, motivation fades, but purpose endures. Find your purpose. Clutch onto it. Don't let go. And you may suffer, but you will never surrender. Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Thank you very much for clicking on the video. So today, you guessed it, we're going to be talking about motivation. I'm going to talk about what motivated me, how I try to stay motivated, what I do whenever motivation fails, and then also how consistency and sustainability can help you push past the hard times. One of the first things everyone should know is that motivation is not static. Your motivation can change, from day to week to every month. It all depends on what motivation you need at that time to push past whatever plateaus that you are currently at. I have plenty of different motivations that help me with completely unrelated parts of my life. In the end, I feed off this motivation and I use it to push forward. In my mind, motivation begets motivation. So being motivated in one part of your life can definitely translate to another. If I'm motivated to go to the gym every day and work out, I can use that to be like, okay, well, whenever I get home, I need to make sure that I'm motivated to eat healthy. Both of those are fitness related. How about I want to go to work and I want to get all my work done and I want to be able to do really good work and just do more than I'm supposed to. Well, that gets me pumped and motivated that after work, I'm like, well, you know what? I've been working hard all day. Why not go to the gym and put in that extra work? Maybe I'm going to run an extra 30 minutes, or I'm going to just lift 5 extra pounds on that bench press more than I thought it was going to do. Motivation is something that translates all around. Now, as far as my motivation goes, what started it all was I didn't want to die. I went from being a tiny little thing to something that was way out of character. I was very, very large. I already talked about my click moment in another video, but it was definitely me seriously being worried that I was going to die of a heart attack, or I was just going to fall asleep one day and never wake up. So that is what got me started. And as I continued to go and push myself, I used that motivation saying, I'm going to get healthy enough that I'm not going to have to worry about dying in my sleep until I'm an old man. That in the future morphed. Whenever I got to the point where that was no longer a fear for me, then I couldn't use that as a motivation anymore. I mean, it was still a motivation, but it wasn't my strong motivation. My next motivation was, hey, I did this. I went ahead and I ran a mile, but hell, it took me 20 minutes to finish a mile. My motivation became, I'm going to beat that time, and I'm going to get a new PR in lifting. I'm going to be able to, bench press 225 pounds, which I have done. I'm going to run a mile in under 8 minutes, which I accomplished. And after all that, my motivation had to change again. Now, because I had all these different motivations and stuff working for me, I didn't become stagnant. At least if I did, I realized it, and then I changed my motivation. Now my motivation has changed again. I've reached a lot of my goals. I have a more generic motivation of just getting stronger. I want to look better, and I also want to fit in some smaller clothes and everything. I want to be able to wear clothes that more athletic and show people the progress that I've made. That, for me, is a huge motivation. So how much weight I lift, how fast I can run a mile, how far I can run, all that are huge motivations in my life right now as well. If I'm always improving, I feel that should motivate me to just push further and harder. Now, is there a time when my motivation faded and failed? Yes, definitely. Actually, all the time. I have plenty of times where I get home from work and I am so drained that I just do not want to go do anything. I don't want to go to the gym. I want to sit home, order pizza, play video games, or watch anime, do all that kind of stuff. But that's where the consistency and the sustainability of what I have developed for myself, my own habits, has helped me push through it. I come home, I may be sick and tired from work and everything, and I'm like, okay, I've got gym partners. I have people that are going to be at the gym. I know for a fact I'm going to go to the gym, I'm going to put some music on, I'm going to pump out a hardcore workout, I'm going to get all sweaty and stuff, and then I'm going to come home, and whatever happened earlier in the day doesn't matter anymore. I did something out of habit that I knew was going to better my life. So building habits, doing something that's sustainable, something that you can continuously do, will definitely help you push past those times where your motivation's not there. It fails. It fades. Another part of motivation fading is you will give into it. There are times where my motivation faded and then I didn't do what I was supposed to do. I didn't go to the gym. I did order that pizza. I did sit at home and watch anime and play video games. And part of my motivation now is knowing how it felt when I didn't do those things. Whenever I didn't do it, the next day I usually felt like crap, to be honest. I tried to brush it off as, okay, it's in the past and everything, but I know how I feel, and I know that I failed, but I just use that as more motivation to accomplish it that day. Now, do I go to the gym and say, okay, well, I didn't do a workout yesterday, so I'm going to go today and I'm going to do double the workouts and I'm going to, be so exhausted that I hate my life? No. I just jump right back on whatever plan I had. I may do a little bit extra, but nothing to the point where I am literally hating the fact I was doing it to myself. It's a really hard balance to find, and it's different for every person. But failures can also be used as motivation. In fact, I do suggest that you use your failures as motivation. There's nothing better than whenever you fail at something, coming back later and just knocking whatever you were doing out of the ballpark. It's one of the best feelings in the whole world. And I mean, there's no way to describe it unless you've done it. So failing does not equal anything more than more motivation for you. Alright guys, that's it for the video. Why don't you let me know down in the comments section what you think. What motivates you? What do you think of my motivations? Do you have any suggestions that might help me or help other people? And if you liked the video, don't forget to hit that like button. If you really like the channel, hit subscribe and hit that notification bell for every time that I put out a video. You'll get notified of it. It really helps the channel out. But thank you again, and remember everybody to go get it.